बाल्यदेष्वपि जाग्रददिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानम् अहमित्यन्तस्फुरन्तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो मुद्रया तस्मै श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये. This is from the famous Dakshinamurti Stotram of Shankaracharya. Here he beautifully says, self is present as I. In and through all the states, in and through stages of life, like young person, middle-aged person, old person, as well as during Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti, that is during dream, deep sleep and waking. This I is present, and that is indicated by Chin Mudra, this kind of mudra by Dakshinamurti. To that Dakshinamurti we bow down. He doesn't teach by talking, he does only teaching by silence.
Anyone has any question? I would like to wish Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates or who don't celebrate, doesn't matter. If you see, this is considered to be very auspicious time in India as well for spiritual gains. And peace on everyone, which is coming from within us. That is the inner joy we can get on Christmas. And the light of all lights within us. If we can find that light, that is the best Christmas light. Self-effulgent. And so many traditions, so many sadhanas, they take light as a symbol of self. We also talk about aura, tej, that light which beams through the self, prakash. When Bhagavan was coming to Arunachala, on his way he stayed in a temple. And there it was dark, but as soon as he entered, there was light inside the room. That light is in all of us. And if we can light up that light on this Christmas, then it is real Christmas. And this light is so important that even if someone crucifies this body, you will still abide in that light. Body doesn't matter. That light is not part of this world, not matter. Anything belonging to matter comes and goes. It is actually an illusion, everything, including the body. You close your eyes, you go into deep sleep, whole world disappears. You open your eyes, the word comes back. And this Maya is fooling everyone, best scientist, everyone. Because people think when they close their eyes, they are in sleep, but others awake see everything. If anyone has heard about experiments in quantum physics, only one conclusion they have found about the word, that if there is no observer, there is no word. Without observer, nothing happens. So, most paramount importance is of the observer. They talked about two particles which behave as sister particles in synchronicity. Only if there is an observer. That means it is not the thing but the observer which is important. You take out the observer and there is nothing happening. There is actually nothing. All the beings on this earth have been given this projector called mind. When it is on, it gives this perception of word. When it is off, there is no word. Each of us are carrying our own word through our own mind in our own way. Someone can argue with me, how come what I see, what you see is mostly same? Because our instrument is mostly same, identical. We have colored with our own perceptions. Some things you notice more than what I notice. With one major difference, that this projected mind gives you a form, to me a form, and then other forms, a situation. So the form which gives as you is different than form which gives me as is different. And then other forms. These forms are coming only from our thoughts. Some intentions, some thoughts have manifested what is in front of us. In Advaita, we call it prarabdha karma, bundle of actions or intentions or desires we have done, which are leading to this manifestation through mind. And there are endless number of actions done in past which continue with new fruits or new actions. It is an unending cycle. To be out of it is to transcend it, to understand that this body, other bodies, thoughts, whole world, nothing is you. You're not even involved in it. It is only mind game. Dream ends at on its own will in a way, but it ends. But this dream in the waking does not end on its own will. Or you can say it also ends on its own will, but whose will? When there is no will for it to continue, then it ends. When your will is there for it to continue, it continues. So you have to stop imagining that you are part of this dream and you are acting and you are a doer. You have to stop your own illusory imagination and stay still. This will not stop this dream. Dream will continue with its momentum. But you will be out. It is like lucid dream. Lucid dream is in which you are dreaming, you are still dreaming, but you know that you are dreaming. So the dream has no effect on you. And sometimes in a lucid dream, you can also play. And it might continue for a while. And no one else can stop this dream for you. You can be surrounded by Buddhas and enlightened beings. They will only tell you this thing only, that be still. Just be. When we say silence is the teaching, it just means there is silence and then there is thought. They both are there. If our attention is on silence, then we are that uninvolved witness. But if our attention is always on thoughts and acting on those thoughts, then we are this individual. who has joys and suffering. That limited entity is our own creation. It is like you're watching a movie on theater. You're only watching. But if you're watching it for so long that you think that now you are a character in this movie, or you are one of the participants, then whose mistake is this? I know some people love to watch serials. They get involved so much so that they can leave everything and anything to keep watching it at the same time every day or whenever it comes. And their emotions goes up and down as characters are suffering or having joy. It is very much close to what we are right now. In this awakened dream, we are so much involved, thinking I am this body, and all thoughts belong to me, and I am doing, acting, experiencing. While we get the clue every day, every day we go into dream, and the dream ends. Day we go into deep sleep where there is no mind. There is nothing wrong with this waking dream if you know that you are not part of it, if you know that you are just a witness to it. In the day when you know that you are not part of it, you will also know that you were never part of it. It was only your own illusion. This is real freedom. Then you are out of law of karma. You're out of time and space. You're out of birth and death. One knowledge is cure for everything, solution to all our problems. But surprisingly, nobody talks about it. No one in our culture, society, school, no one. Perhaps no one is being taught about it. Truth of the matter is that in this whole world, what you see, you have to be awake because it is your own world. It is your own projection. And in your own projection, you have satsang, you meet someone, you understand things. And something in this dream, with grace of that self, tries to awaken you. And you pick up the clues in this dream to get out of the dream. A normal person, which we call as normal, identifies himself or herself not just with the body, but with so many things, all types of relationships, jobs, heritage, likings, dislikings. Then, if you tell that person that you are not this body, it's next to impossible to grasp it. So you slowly start witnessing events, things, actions, thoughts, emotions. And you start noticing that there is a gap. There is this aimness, witnessing this I, this ego. There is one in us who believes in these thoughts reporting to this person, and this person decides and acts. In witnessing, you will notice another thing, that there's some energy flowing towards this ego, creating restlessness within us. Sometimes unhappiness without any reason. Sometimes we have given so many tasks to the mind. Now some are not fulfilling and we have confused, and it can create chaos inside, which comes as anxiety, unhappiness, something not right. Even understanding this, witnessing it, creates this gap. Keep your energy in this silence where no thought reports to you. No thought has access to you. That nameless, formless awareness. which is completely empty of all concepts, all thoughts, all activities. In self, nothing actually happens anytime. Body does action, body dreams, body is involved, body has a name. Then who are you? You are the witness of this body, other bodies, situation, thoughts, or whatever it is around. As pure awareness, you realize that the CV resume you wrote is of the body. This is the first time you don't get excited by the name of this body. It looks like a third person. And this is when you realize all bodies are same, projection of your own self, whom to love, whom to hate, whom to blame, whom to give credit. It's all play of my own mind. This is the real knowledge, knowing the essence, knowing the truth. Truth is hidden in layers and layers of our own mind. To reach this truth, you have to discard mind completely. Easiest way, direct way is to be that silence within. Focus on that silence. Be with that silence. If you call it a technique, then this is a technique. Don't worry about thoughts, feelings, emotions, actions. This is all external to you. Perhaps you have no control on the nature of thoughts, but you have one very important control: not to pay attention to thoughts. Ignore all. It is all or none. Either you are in the dream or you're out. Once you are completely out of the dream, even for a fraction of a second, then you're always out. Just be. Don't imagine anything. Don't pick up anything. Don't try to change anything. Don't try to add anything. Just be. With constant practice, with constant effort, we all can find this silence within. Now get accustomed to this newfound state. Be with it all the time. Even when you are active, even when you are talking, initially some efforts, and then it becomes effortless. Effort because our energy keeps going outwardly into the mind, into thoughts. Hold on to silence And then a time comes that all effort drops. Once you know this truth, most of your activities drop. So many activities are only to prove others in our own dream, our own worth or importance. Good acts and bad acts, people only do to prove their worth to the images in their own dream, thinking themselves as an individual. What an irony! What a foolishness! All this is wasteful exercise, and Jnani knows the best, the one who has realized. He has no interest in what happens or not happens. For him, everything is dust of no value. You can turn this life into a beautiful dream by knowing that you are not part of the dream. This is the source of ultimate peace when you know everything is dream and you are only a witness. People are under the pump with doership, believing in the story of body as their own story, holding on to the past memories which are part of the dream. This time and space is all part of the illusory dream. Self is the only reality. Focus only on self and be that self. Rather than trying to fix problems in this dream, just step out of the dream. Dreamer is the problem. And when this dreamer awakens from this dream, we call him awakened one, Buddha. Buddha is not a person. When a person awakens, he or she is known as Buddha. We all are potential Buddhas, without any doubt, or Buddhas in making, or Buddhas. It is like a caterpillar which turns into a butterfly. It's a process. We are just going through this birth of awakening. If we don't create an obstacle, then there is no obstacle. Eventually, we all will be out of this dream, which is nothing but projection of mind. We are behind this projection. We are the witness to this projection. And we are an eternal witness. We don't come and go. This dream comes and goes. The projector plays two movies in 24 hours. The one in this awakened state, what we call as waking state, and the other dream state, which to us keeps changing every time, and that to us we have no control, and we get free from that dream every 24 hours. And then this projector stops working for a while, in which there is no dream, only deep rest. Because this machine called as mind needs rest. It goes into that restful state every day. Who are you? You're out of it always. In spite of mind's activity, the world, what we see, body, we can still pay attention to what we are. Discover your own self by just paying attention to self. That pure witness, uninvolved, untainted, unborn, supreme bliss, that which has no content, empty, all forms come and go in it, but it is formless. with a sattvic mind, with a calm mind, with a devoted mind, with humility, with humbleness. Abide in your own pure silence. And this pure stillness Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arunachal Ramanaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti